Monterey Bay Aquarium to find things that connect to environmental science and possibly learn things about the ocean and marine life and see and find things to teach other people. So let's go. Did you start?
Yeah.
So, in the history of the Monterey Bay Aquarium, you can see how this place was built. And if we read this here, it says the barge was used to lay the pipes for our water intake system. Today those pipes pull 2,000 gallons of seawater into our building every minute. So you see how the aquarium uses the seawater for their own exhibits, using that seawater for the sea animals that can only thrive in the seawater, and I can make that connection to environmental science and how they utilize the water cycle and use the water in the ocean and pump it through the aquarium and then keep that water in the water cycle by pumping it back out. And I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, plastic can threaten both crabs and humans. You might know how it can threaten us, but let's think about the marine life. So, as the animals at the bottom of the food web consume the plastic and it ends up in them, as energy is transferred, when the animal eats the other animal or eats the other organism, the plastic ends up being transferred too. So when you see the microplastics in the ocean, you see small little critters like crabs eat the plastic, but you never really realize where does that plastic go, because it doesn't decompose, right? So you end up realizing that when we eat crabs, we also end up getting that plastic inside of us too. And think twice before choosing plastic. As we know, we can refuse plastic, reuse, reduce, and recycle. So yeah, plastic has become very abundant in the food web, and
that's crazy.
We have to prevent that. So, the presence of humans in the past century and our actions, including fishing and our overconsumption, overfishing of fish, it's led to a time of scarcity where we're fishing too much, too fast, then the fish populations can recover, especially with bycatch and unintentionally catching fish and just discarding them and not eating them, using them for resources, especially for older fish and larger fish whose populations are a little bit smaller and they live longer, so they don't reproduce as quickly. Their populations dwindle quicker and quicker because of overfishing. And you see that's all on us as humans because we're ruining the natural ecosystem and biodiversity. And so if you ever come to Monterey Bay Aquarium, you should give
Oh, sorry.
Did you start?
Yeah.
We can stop the flow of plastic.
Oh, you're like a fish.
You see this? Microplastic. Let's take a closer look. What? The green bits is microplastic.
Right here. Okay, this is lit.
You See how much microplastic is in this small enclosure of water? Can't even see. So the green, that's a lot of microplastic in just this small enclosure. So here at the aquarium, I've learned that it initially used to be a cannery for sardines that were caught. As you can see, here's the stuff that they use. They cook the fish here, and actually, here's a display of how they can the fish and cut them up. And so to me, this shows how humanity utilized the ocean and being by the coast to kind of make their own mini little market for sardines and what they had at hand. And I can connect that to the concept of sustainability and how they gathered the resources to make this cannery. So you can see this is it in full action. And you can see just how it affected this place in the long run. While it did create a source of food, it did take fish out of the ocean, and I guess it did contribute to air pollution, water pollution, and how it's right next to the ocean, and how this factory probably did pollute the environment. And we can see how the sardines were caught in these fish baskets, and how the industry really grew from this, and how it eventually led to overfishing all across the world. You start?
Yeah.
I'm here with this very knowledgeable fellow.
So, despite the economy booming and jobs and the industrialization of this area, it still ran on the sardines. And as this is a resource, the food is there's scarcity is involved, right? And as the economy boomed, they have to fish more and more sardines. Did you start?
Yeah.
So I'm here with my fellow aquarium goer. What's your name? So how was your experience at the Monterey Bay Aquarium?
My experience was good.
What did you learn?
What did you learn?
I learned that for every pound,
Can you speak up, please?
For every pound of shrimp caught, they catch 2 to 10 pounds of unwanted fish that get thrown away. They get killed or thrown away.
That's called bycatch.
And they could sometimes be sea turtles.
Would you go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium again to learn about environmental science?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm here with my friend Angel, and I just have some questions because we both went to the aquarium together. So did you have fun at the aquarium?
Oh boy, I sure did.
What's some of the best thing you learned at the aquarium?
You should inquire about where the fish you're eating was caught. It's better to have, U.S. caught fish.
Why is that? Oh, I think I know why. Cut.
Yeah.
It's because here in the U.S., it's probably better to have your fish caught here because there's less bycatch, there's less illegal fishing practices, and overall, it's just more beneficial and more sustainable than, say, other places in the world. So, next time you go out to get some seafood, it doesn't hurt to ask where the seafood is from and see if you're getting it from a reputable source. Did you start?
Yep.
So I'm here with my friend Clea, who I also went to the aquarium of Monterey Bay with.
Shout out Monterey.
So, what was the best thing that you learned at the Monterey Bay Aquarium?
At the touching pool, I learned that bat rays don't have teeth. They actually have scales on their bones that helps them crunch down on shellfish and worms.
What else did you learn?
What did you learn that you think, helps in your knowledge of environmental awareness?
Plastic kills animals because it pollutes the water and also harms the animals with the plastic because it gets caught on them, but they can't get out.
Thank you. You start?
Yeah.
So, after spending time in this class this quarter, and also coming to this aquarium for my project, there's a couple things I learned. Let me tell you. You start?
Yeah.
So, in this holiday season, there's a lot I learned about environmental science, especially at the aquarium. And it's that despite the fun activities and festivities we have here on the surface, there's still a lot of work we have to do down below in the sea. And it just tells me that despite the power and diversity that's in the ocean, it's our responsibility to protect them and fix the damage that we've already done before it's too late. So on that note, I would like to wish you very happy holidays, and I hope all your wishes come true.